We're live.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to part 3 of Be Afraid of the Dark, where our adventurers will continue in battling the forces of the boogeyman. Where we left off last, we had Herndig and Igor about to go over to the Lord Baylor's manor, going to get his assistance and the items he promised to assist them in defeating the boogeyman. Louis decided he was going to stay back with Akan as he prepared for battle, as he was going to join them in taking down the boogeyman once and for all on their assault on the church. So we're going to start right there, back at the hyena's laugh. Where the three of them will temporarily part from each other.
All right. So, Igor, you want to head over to the manor now, or?
We might as well go over there and see what he can give us for our assault.
Yeah, he did mention his father had some tools that might be useful for us, and I'm curious what plans he had that got foiled.
I agree. I think it's good to see what he has also. He might have some more information on what is laying there and wait for us. So I think it's a good opportunity to go now.
Sounds good. And Louis, you said you're hanging out here, getting ready? Sir. Now, Lord Baylor said that he had some tools or combat tools of his father's. Is there anything that you'd be interested in? Because I'm pretty sure we were gonna sneak in, right? Sounds good. Perfect.
All right. And with that, Igor and Herndig stand up out of their chairs and walk across the room to the door. They leave the hyena's laugh. And as they leave, Akan stands up out of his chair. Well, I suppose I should probably get ready as well. There will be a moment upstairs. It's going to take me a bit, but it's been a while since I've donned the armor. Do you need anything before I leave you? Yes, I will just be upstairs. My room is the last down the hall. All right. And he walks up the stairs. You follow behind him. Move you up there. As he walks into his room and shuts the door behind him. All right. And Herndig and Igor, are you just heading straight from the hyena's laugh over to the Baylor estate?
Yes.
All right. The two of you head directly there. It takes about 5 minutes walking. So about 5 minutes pass, you arrive. You walk through the front entrance, the wall, the gate's still open. You walk past it to the estate, and let me take you over there. Okay, the two of you will be at the very top. Can both of you see?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you walk up to the porch area. The door closed. It's still night out. You see some illumination inside. Walking past some of the windows, you see candles lit, and some of the lanterns in the entryway lit as well.
And here, really quick, Rob, I did realize that my mic was muted for the audience, so I'm waiting for Herndig with my back in the corner, waiting for him to get done getting ready.
Oh, Akan?
Or Akan, yeah.
Yeah,
Apologies.
two dwarves.
Akan, yep.
I know you can't differentiate them, I understand.
I mean, what can I say? Dwarves with a beard and a face, they all look the same. They're grumpy with a beard and a face.
That is a pretty good description of the Battle Hammers in a nutshell.
Mhm.
All right, so the two of you walk up to the door. What do you do?
Knock on it gently.
Yep.
All right, you knock on the door gently. Wait a few moments. It's quiet. The two of you look at each other. There's no answer.
And there's light with movement in there, you said, right?
Just light. You
Just
didn't
light.
see
Oh,
any
okay.
movement.
Okay.
Should I knock louder?
Yeah, go for it. Don't break down the door, though. I'm sure you could.
I knock slightly louder, not to break down the door.
All right. You knock on the door. Just ball your hand up into a fist and knock a bit louder. You hear it. Take a moment. Igor, as the moment passes, you look through the window right next to the door as the curtains are drawn almost closed, but you can peek inside and you don't see any movement.
Should we see if the door's unlocked?
Yeah. Yeah, let's I'll go and jiggle the handle.
You grab the handle to the door and turn, and the door opens.
This is interesting. They did say if you don't sleep at night, the boogeyman comes for you. Curious who might be in there. You want to go check it out?
Might as well. We made it this far.
All right.
With that, you push the door open and peek inside.
Step through and just kind of slowly look around, be careful. Don't think there would be traps in here, but
You step inside of the estate and look down the halls by the entrance. On the left, you peek into the kitchen or the dining area. To the right, you peek into the room you had spoke to Lord Baylor in before, his lounge area. You don't see anyone there. And as you walk inside, it dawns on you it's extremely quiet.
it's deafeningly quiet in here.
Almost too quiet.
Let's go upstairs and see if we can't find him in his bedroom. His quarters.
Do I see anything in this room when I kind of walk towards the stairs? The kind of living room area, dining room area.
In the dining area, no, you don't see anyone. And you do see on both sides of the entry room, there's two sets of stairs that go up to the second floor, which you can peek up into the ceiling above you is open to the second floor with a wood railing around it, and the stairs go up there. And you do see two other hallways behind those stairwells.
Stairs. Alright. Do we see any like signs of break-in?
You peek into both of the rooms just near the entryway, looking at the windows, the furniture around. Nothing stands out to you. No broken glass, nothing moved about. Everything seems very prim and proper.
Interesting. Well, should we check these back hallways quick before going up to the second floor, just in case there's someone down here?
Yeah, and I think it's wise for us to stay together.
True. Alright. I'll go peek through the right one first.
All right, you look down the right hallway, and you see a couple doors. One to the very right side of the hallway, you assume leads into that lounge area just from the placement. Another to the back of the hallway, and the hallway makes a turn to the left.
Alright. Keep going down the hallway. I just want to clear the hallways quick before I say this to Igor. And just clear the hallways quick and then go upstairs.
Yeah, I'm just following them.
Couple more doors. Is those stairs up or down on the right?
They lead up.
Okay.
You move down the hallway. You see it branches off left and right. On the left, there's one door. On the right, there's another door into a room, and like you saw, the stair is leading up to the second floor at the end of that hallway as well.
Okay. Let's say, Igor, should we clear the rooms or do we want to just go upstairs?
We've made it this far. May as well open one door. See what's down
Alright.
here.
I'll grab hold the door handle and see if it will open. Open it slowly, try to kind of peer in.
Yeah, you grab the door handle and it opens. You creak the door open slowly, and you see a bedroom with one moderately large bed with two nightstands on each side of it, a fireplace on the far end of the room with a lounge chair, a writing desk and chair, and a closet to the left. Looks like this room hasn't been used in a while. As you find a small layer of dust kind of just hovering about.
Looks like this, no one's been here for a while. I wonder if it's the old lord's room. Well, I guess we'll go check the other one, or do you want to open the other one?
Sure.
Let's head that way.
And then I want to open the door.
Yeah, you open the other door on the left side of the hallway. You just open it straight out. You find a bathing room with three large tubs, a hide wall around each of them for privacy, along with tables next to each of the bathing areas, and a large drain at the center of the room.
Get a little worried here about Baylor. Hoping he's okay. I didn't like his butler there. He's giving me weird vibes when I saw him last.
Indeed.
Alright, let's head up. We'll go
Everyone
up the
always assumes it's
stairs.
the butler. All right, so you want to take the stairs up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the two of you walk up the stairs to the second floor, just down on the map a little bit.
Alright. Ooh. There's a big room. We'll come up and see what's in here.
So you
Wow.
go down the hallway, you pass a door on your right, you continue down the hallway to a large open area. You see in the back center of the room across from you is the opening down to the first floor with that wood railing around it.
Interesting. Still no
There
signs or sounds of anyone.
No, it is still extremely quiet. You haven't seen any movement. Further in this room, you do see the fireplace with two couches near it, a statue of some sort of creature that you've never seen before, with two tables with candles around it. Looks somewhat like a shrine. And over here, an ornate sword just on display. And then more doors on each of the walls here, here, and over here that you're able to see.
Let's keep pushing our way through doors. Do the same thing with this door. Just open it slowly. See what we see.
You open the door and you find a room set up with a small bar, as you see when you enter in, with a few chairs lined up there. Across the room, you see tables with mats over them, playing cards set up, chips. Looks like some sort of game room.
Okay. We'll just gotta see if the other doors. Okay. All right. Room cleared, I guess. Igor, this is weird.
Rich people problems.
Right? Can't just find where their bedroom is and say, "Hey, wake up."
Can I investigate the sword?
Yeah, you walk over to the sword on display. You see it kind of just stood up on two stands. It looks like it's a short sword, very ornate. Looks like one that would be given to like a military officer. Fine leather-bound handle. The sides of the blade have actually been dulled, so it looks like it was dulled strictly to be made for a display.
Well, that's not going to do us any good.
Are the candles lit?
Next to the statue, no,
The
they are not.
statue. I would open the cupboard or the little end stand if there's a drawer and see if there's any matches.
On the tables underneath the candlesticks, yes, you open up just the one to the left. Open it up. There is a box of matches, a cleaning cloth, and a small with a lid over it. You just kind of peek into it. Looks like an oil.
Interesting. I'm kind of curious why there's this weird statue of a shrine. Just light the candles and see if anything happens, or if it's just a monument of some sorts.
You take out the box of matches and you go to strike one. You strike the match and you go to lean toward the candles. And as you do, you hear a loud shifting of stone below you.
Guess we should go check that out, Igor. Head downstairs.
Might as well. We've made it this far.
It's the first thing I've heard since freaking walking into this room or this house.
As you approach the stairs, you are able to peek over the railing, and you see down below you the center statue begins to rise up from the ground. And as that happens, you both kind of stop there to look at what's going on. And as the statue rises, you see a woman step out the bottom of the statue. She's very beautiful, pale skin, long black hair, large pointed ears. You can tell she's an elf. She steps out from the statue and takes a quick glance around. The two of you stay quiet and look at her. And she begins to walk toward the front door of the estate, and you see the statue begin to lower back into place with another loud shifting of stone.
I'll just let her walk out the door.
You see her walk up to the front door. She opens it. She peeks outside and looks around, and then closes the door, and you see her take out a key and lock it. She turns around into your guys' direction and begins to walk toward the statue.
Interesting. Would we recognize her as like Lord Baylor's wife or anyone?
When you were there last, you did not see any women.
Okay.
She is wearing a fine regal dress, a red dress with a yellow lacing down the middle of it.
I'd like to cast Hold Person on her.
Okay, you outright cast Hold Person. Go ahead and just click the spell.
I will cast it at a second level.
And let me get her character sheet open. And do her save, which is Wisdom. And what's your spell save, DC?
That's a good question.
It's at the top of your character sheet when you go to spells.
17.
Nice. And she fails. You see her, she begins to walk closer to the statue. She stops in place. You see her eyes kind of move back and forth.
Maybe we should talk to her.
Yeah.
As you're standing there, just holding your hand out in her direction.
Exactly.
I'll shout out, "Who are you?"
She, unable to move her head, just says, "My name is Fiera. Who is it that is breaking into our house?"
Wasn't breaking in when the door was left open. Or unlocked at the very least. I'm
We were
Herndon.
invited to come back.
We were. I'm an old friend of Lord Baylor's, well, unfortunately late father. We were invited back here, like my friend Igor said, and it just seemed very odd to us how quiet it was, and we were concerned.
Ah, so rather than making your presence known, you hold a person in place?
Yeah, that's not me. That's my friend here who's security. You know, it's kind of his thing.
We knocked on the door twice and no one came to answer, and no one's in here. So, and we noticed you're coming out of a stone statue out of the ground.
Yes, it goes to a private room where the Lord is actually. If you release me, you can wait in the lounge area and I can gather him for you.
Can Can I tell if she's lying or not?
Roll me a perception check. You can hear the arrogance in her voice. You don't believe her intent.
I don't believe you.
Why would you not believe me? I assume you are the travelers that came from Yorn. One of you is missing a sister, are you not?
That would be me.
Well, we can help you find her. But first, again, you must release me. You're holding her in place. You know about half of your time has passed while holding her.
What should we do?
Still quite eerie through here. And she, I don't know if I trust her either. So
I'll let you go, but I want to go first through the stone elevator thing.
and I'll go behind you.
Yes, of course. I'm sure the master wouldn't mind you going into his private room at all.
And then I kind of whisper to her and be like, if I don't come out in 5 minutes, kill her.
Okay. Easy enough.
All
So
right,
am
so
I-
you're
Am I allowed to move while casting Hold Person? I know it's a concentration spell, but am I still allowed to move at all?
yeah, you're still able to move.
So I'll move to where she came out of.
Okay, so you walk down the stairs to the first floor and pass by her, holding your spell still. Her eyes look at you. You can feel as if they're just a bit of rage behind them, just staring at her, as her eyes are just intensely staring at you.
Yes.
So, you said you would release me, and I can show you how to open the statue.
Or you can just tell me.
You see, there's a sequence of things you must do. It's easier if I just do it myself.
Isn't that convenient?
The stone is quite delicate, and I think you, with your build, would probably damage it trying to perform the actions.
Are you saying I'm fat?
I'm saying you look strong.
No, you can just tell me how to do the sequence. I've got delicate hands when they need to be.
And she doesn't say anything.
I'll walk up
You can
to the
feel your
statue.
you can feel your spell almost at its end.
Why did you lock the
You have
front
not-
door?
I realized that we left it unlocked. I thought I heard a noise, so I came up here to see who was here, or if it was an animal or something. I noticed the door unlocked, so I locked it.
Just gonna cast Identify and touch the stone statue, see if I can't divine what's behind it and if I can open it.
You cast Identify on the statue. You don't find any magic imbued to it, so you come to the conclusion it must just be a mechanism.
Oh, let's shove back to Igor. Seems like it's just mechanical. I mean, we can just knock it over if she doesn't want to tell us how to open it.
True, we could just break it. with our
3,
large frames, according to her.
2, 1. As he counts down, Igor, while talking, you lose track of your spell a bit, and your spell ends. Well, isn't that better? Now, if you'd like, I can show you how to open the statue.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
open it for
Well,
us and talk to
go
Lord
ahead and
Baylor,
step
as you
aside.
say. There you are. You have plenty of room.
Thank you. She slowly walks up to the statue. She turns her head at Igor and turns back to it. You see, she walks up to the statue and she raises her hand and grabs hold of the wrist of the left or the right arm of the statue and moves it down. It clicks. And then you hear the two statues next to it. You hear more stone moving. And then you hear a hiss. As you see smoke, a green cloud of smoke begin exhaling out of the two statues next to her.
I would start moving away as soon as I see smoke.
Would that affect me as a Warforged? Because I don't breathe.
Yes. As you stand near it and it begins to fill the room quickly. Both of you make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Where am I? Sorry. Oops.
And Herndig, you take 14 necrotic damage as the smoke begins to harm you. You're inhaling, and you can feel it burning your skin a little. Igor, you can feel the cloud of gas begin to almost melt away at your iron body a bit. You take 7 necrotic damage. You can see the woman stand there, and she saves. And she actually takes less damage than both of you. She has resistance to it. I wonder how long you both can stand here.
I want to stab her.
Go
All
for it.
right. Swing your sword as we initiate combat. You can make the
And-
attack roll.
Do I attack twice at this level?
For this, you only make one attack. And then on your turn, yes, you make 2 attacks. Let me plug that in. You swing your sword at the woman, and she dodges out of the way.
Ooh.
She turns toward you, Igor, and her smile, with the lipstick over her lips, she smiles large at you, and you see her 2 fangs begin to grow. They shoot down, and her nails on her hands grow long and sharp. You don't look like you'd be such a good meal. I'm going
high
to
in
take
iron.
my leave. Yeah. And she backs away from you. She disengages from you and runs not toward the entryway into the stairs, but to the wall in which she just walks up onto the second floor.
Would I have got an attack of opportunity on her because she disengaged?
She disengaged, so no, you don't.
Okay.
You hear her run up to the second floor, and you hear a door open and close.
Are the little goblin things still spewing poison out?
Yes.
So did she end her turn?
She ends her turn.
Okay.
And Herndig, make me a Constitution save. You succeed. You only take 7 necrotic damage.
Whew.
I
I'm
think
going.
Yeah, I think it's
Gonna-
best to smash the little goblin spewing things.
I'm gonna run up to the statue and grab the right wrist of the statue and push it up.
You grab the right wrist, you push it up, and you hear a click, and both of the other statues stop spewing gas.
Perfect. I'll use the rest of my movement. Should only take me to here. And I will give chase. So I'm assuming that'll be my action, was moving the arm.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. And I'll end my turn.
All right, Igor, you watched as Herndig turned off the gas, and the woman ran up to the second floor. What do you do?
So hypothetically, the left arm controls the poison.
The right.
So if I were to break the arm off the statue, she couldn't activate it again, correctly?
Unless you break the mechanism and it just stays on.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. I'll just go up the stairs, following her. Actually, can I cast Divine Sense and try to locate her?
Yeah, you can cast Divine Sense.
Where's that hiding?
You cast Divine Sense, and I've been waiting for you to actually use it.
Great.
As you activate your Divine Sense and open your awareness to good and evil around you, you almost become blinded by the dark aura surrounding you. You're unable to locate a particular one as it's enveloping you, and you basically look around. The entire town, as far as you can sense out, is shrouded in a dark aura that almost makes you vomit if you could.
Some oil spills out.
Got a small leak.
So I wasn't able to locate her, is what you're saying.
No, as there's an aura surrounding you, you're unable to
Gotcha.
pinpoint a particular target.
I guess I'll just use the rest of my movement speed to go up to the second floor.
Okay. So you walk past Herndig, say there and over, so 10 feet. You walk up the stairs, 15, 20. You have 10 more feet of movement.
25, 30?
Okay, you end your turn.
Yes.
All right. You hear the quick patting of feet on the other side of the door in front of you, Igor.
Mm-hmm.
You hear something running down the hall as it begins to grow quiet.
That's not good.
I'm going to move. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That'd be 25. Bonus action dash. So. And open the door.
All right. You open the door.
I have 5 more feet of movement.
You
And
open the door and dash through it into the. You see a large hallway going down further from you. As you see, it turns to the right, but you look over the hallway and you don't see anything. Well, no movement.
great. I will. Can I like? I already used my action. I don't think that's a bonus action. All right. I will end my turn.
Okay. Igor, you watched Herndig run through the door into the hallway. You didn't see him do anything from there, so you assume he can't see her.
I just yell out, "Can you see her or not?"
I can't see her anywhere. Don't know if the hallway wraps around or not.
I guess I will go back down to the first floor, see if she's gonna try to go back to that statue and try to poison us out.
Okay, go ahead and move. All right, so you use your movement speed to turn around and run back down the stairs. You look down both the hallways from you on both sides, and you don't see any movement there. And you see the statues in front of you.
Could I use a bonus action to dash?
That's an action to dash.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. Herndig, you hear from down the hall, turning to the right, you hear another door open and close.
Alrighty.
And that will end their turn. Your turn,
I'm
I'm
gonna
Herndig.
gonna
shove.
go to the front door and try to open it.
Oh, Herndig's turn right now.
Oh, my
But you
bad.
can do that on your turn. You're good.
I just saw it ping,
Turn.
so my bad.
Yeah, you're good.
That's
Just pinged you as next.
good. Shout out to Igor. I heard a door open. I'm closed up here. She might still be up here. And with that, I'm gonna move. Do that. I guess bonus action. Try catch up.
Oh, you action dash?
Yeah. Yeah, action dash, sorry.
Okay, you should have 2 more.
10 feet. Well,
You go to the end of the hall. You see one door in front of you here, and then just around the corner, as you walk up to the corner, you see another door here.
alright, I guess I will wait. Wait it out if I can't catch up.
I guess I'll just dash up there and try to follow him now. Get my steps in. So that gives me what, 60 feet if I dash?
Yes, but you have to walk up the stairs.
Yeah. And that will end my turn.
All right. right. And you hear some movement to your right, Herndig, in the room through the door to your right.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Searing Smite on myself.
Okay.
I'll do it at the second level.
Okay.
That's a bonus action, so I'm gonna go up to the door and enter the room.
The one that was in front of you to your left.
To my left.
Yeah, so this would be your left. This would
Yeah.
be your right.
Yeah. Is there a door to the right here?
Yes, there's a door right here. So you
I will
have
go
two to
through
choose
this-
from.
I'll go through this door. I heard stuff from the right, so
Okay. You open the door. Igor, down the hall, you hear a door open. You step into the room and peek around. You don't see her from your position. You see the room is well furnished with a fireplace on the center of the far side of the room from you, with two couches set up to lounge, a full suit of armor on a stand, decoration, and skulls, and some bookshelves around the room.
so I moved 5 feet. There she is. 10, 15. That should get me right up to her with 25 movement.
Yes, you walk into the room and you see her standing in the corner of the room behind the desk. And you walk up to her with your hammer ready, and she says to you, "Ah, perfect. Just the one I was hoping for."
Great. Gonna use my Dragon's Wrath hammer on her, and then plus Searing Smite if that goes through.
It connects.
Perfect.
Yeah, you slam your hammer into her side, and your Searing Smite burns. And she takes the full 14 damage.
Perfect.
And do you have extra attack? Pretty sure.
What was that?
I believe you have extra attack. So you should be able to attack twice.
I will attack again with my hammer. Ooh.
You swing a second time, and you miss. She dodges out of the way of her hammer.
Alright, that should be it then.
Okay. Igor, you can hear some rustling down the hall, some banging around. Also, Herndig, I double checked. You do not have extra attack, but we'll let that one go.
I
I thought Claire
I
did, but I guess not. I guess it's just paladins for the holy ones that get another.
So I'm just gonna dash to try to find him.
Okay, go ahead. You action dash. You find yourself at the end of the hall. The door to your right is open. The one to your left is closed.
And I've got what, 10 more feet, or did I max out already? I think I maxed out.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You have 10 more.
So then I'll go 5, right into the room. And I'll
So you go to your left. You open the open door.
I open
and
the open
step
door.
in- Or sorry, you opened the closed door to the left, and you find yourself in a small, what looks like an office, a bookshelf on one side of the room, uh, a table with drawers to it across from you, with a glass case on top of it, a chair and table in the middle of the room with a leather-bound book lying on it, and a liquor cabinet on the right side of you.
Can I investigate the book at all, or
You want to spend an action to pick up the book and look at it?
sure? Bonus action, maybe?
Action to bend down, pick up a book, and open it within 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You pick up the book, feel it's the leather bound around it. It has a small clasp to it. You open it and turn the cover, and it's an old, worn book. And you just see on the front page, it just says Sir Baylor. And to read it would take quite a bit of time.
I'll just pocket the book. I'll throw it like in my satchel or something, in my backpack or whatever.
Okay, you quickly just open the book, see it belongs to Baylor, close it, and throw it in your bag. So that's your action and your movement.
That will end my turn.
Herndig, the woman turns toward you, baring her fangs and claws at you.
Uh-oh.
She claws at you, which hits.
Yeah, meets it.
You see, she swings her claws, but she actually grabs a hold of you and pulls you close to her. And she
Can I
opens her
resist?
mouth.
Okay.
On your turn, you can. But she's
Okay.
grabbed you, so you are
Gotcha.
grappled by her.
Okay.
And she goes to take a bite. Which
That
hits.
hits.
She sinks her fangs into your neck. And you feel her drain some of the life from you. Your total hit point maximum, so on your character sheet, your hit point maximum is
Yep.
reduced by 7.
Oh.
As you see some of the wounds that you caused to her with your hit actually heals.
Alrighty.
And yeah, you took a full 15 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's
That
at
ends.
113.
Her turn. So you are grappled by her. She is wrapped around you, so holding you. You can attack at disadvantage, or you can spend your action to break away from her.
Okay. Let's see, as much as I like being held this close by a woman, this is a little awkward, and I'm gonna try to shove her away.
All right, either do an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Athletics for sure. Oh.
You go to push her away, and she grips you tighter.
Oh boy. Let me just check one thing. Can I cast Holy Faith or Shield of Faith on me while I'm grappled? It's a bonus action.
Put the click on the spell to put it. Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna cast it at a just the first level.
Okay, so it adds 2 to your AC.
For the duration, so up to 10 minutes. So I just can't do anything. So essentially,
Yeah, so she's got you grappled, so you can't move. You used your action, and you just use your bonus action. So that would be all you can do.
all right.
Igor, you heard Herndig's shout of pain in the other room.
So I'm going to use my movement. 20, 30.
You see the woman with she actually seems like she grew a little bit in size, has wrapped around Herndig and is just holding him, and you see the blood on his neck.
I am going to cast. I'm really tempted to cast that, but I don't know if I should. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Herndig.
Okay, so you run over to him and place your hand on Herndig. Go ahead. You heal him for 6.
And that will end my turn.
All right. The vampire squeezing Herndig a bit harder. You feel one of her hands kind of let go a little bit, Herndig.
Mm-hmm.
As you feel her try to stab her claws into your stomach, but she catches on your armor and you don't feel her nails pierce you. And she goes in for another embraceful bite. But you turn and kind of push her away from actually biting into you.
Whew. All right.
You're in a very unelegant dance.
Yes. So now if I try to like ungrapple of her again, that'll drop my concentration, right?
No. You hold
Oh.
concentration unless it's you choose to break it or if somebody hits you hard enough
attacks
to break
me.
it.
Ah, that's right. Well, I'm running a athletics throw to try to get away from her, and
She's got you
Those
tight.
stubby legs can't do it.
I'm just trying to get away first. I really actually kind of like this here. It's not
It's
failed.
about to be heavy.
And I don't think I really have any other bonus actions that I really want to use. All right, I will end my turn.
All right, and as you try to get away from her, she squeezes you tightly, and she says in your ear, "Don't go. You taste delicious."
It's that stout dwarven blood.
Igor.
So I'll use my movement speed to get next to her. Just be like, "Is this what you're into?"
Yep,
And I will swing my sword.
Go ahead. You, from top down, swing your sword down at her. She pushes Herndig with her and moves out of the way.
And then I think I get 2 attacks.
Yes, Paladin, I know you get an extra attack.
Okay.
You catch your footing and swing to the side, and you cut across one of her thighs. You cut through her dress, and you deal 6 radiant damage.
Nice. Ends my turn.
She goes to take another bite, Herndig.
All right. Oof. Not
You
quite.
continue to move. She's unsuccessful. She lets go of you.
Oh.
And she, as she lets go of Herndig, she jumps onto the desk in between the two of you in a crouch stance and looks across and says, I think this party's getting dull. And begins to run away.
Can we attack her because she didn't disengage as she gets out of our range?
Yeah, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that
Both
nat
of you.
20, let's go.
Hit her as she runs away. Herndig, you slam your hammer into her. She goes a little off balance to her left, in which Igor stabs his sunblade into her side. She quickly steps off the desk. She takes the full 30 damage
Ooh.
and runs to the end of the room and opens the door.
I guess I'm gonna chase after her. Don't leave just yet. And I will swing my hammer at her.
You swing and connect.
Alright. Oh, I
She-
should have done that.
Turns toward you and says, don't you know when play is done?
I guess I don't. I still have. Can I get past her to here? That'd be 10 movement.
Yeah, it would be 10 movement because you'd have to push past her.
And I did 20. Okay. I guess I will. I'll stay here. So if I move down, she can. Am I still within her 5 feet here? Because there's a wall.
The
or
wall
no?
would get in your way.
So would she be able to get attack of opportunities? I guess what I'm getting at.
You would not, because there's a barrier between you.
Perfect. I will move down here and end my turn.
Okay. Igor, you see Herndig run up behind her, hit her, and then go to the side.
I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Misty Step.
Okay. You can move 30 feet with the Misty Step.
Would that be able to get behind her now that I'm...
Yeah. Anywhere you can see, so yes.
And then I'm going to attack her twice, and since I'm behind her, is that with advantage?
No,
Okay.
because she turns around toward you. That hits. And so does that. You
I should have fucking Divine Smite on that that nat 20, but
could have, would have, and should have, but you slash twice into the vampire. Her blood splatters on both sides of the wall as you slash to the left and then to the right. She's gravely wounded.
did I do extra damage to her because it's radiant?
No.
Okay.
You would think, but no. They are not vulnerable to radiant.
Oh, no, it's your turn.
She disengages from you as she darts to the end of the room. You see her jump through the window. She shatters the glass as she jumps through the window. 2. And from where you can see, Igor, you can see her begin to run away.
All right. This would be 10 technically, right? Yeah.
What would be done?
Just moving to here.
Oh, yes, because you have to go to the door and go out.
Yeah. 15, 20, and 25 if I jump out.
If you're just going to jump and fall to the ground.
Yeah.
All right, so
And-
you
Oh.
jump. Let me remember. Calculation for fall damage. Been a
Oh,
while since I've
shit.
used it.
I didn't think it would be that high. It's just a second story.
For every 10 feet.
So
So
probably 10
you
feet.
jump up. Well, being a manor, and you're jumping out of a window in the middle of it. So we'll say 20. So it is 2d6. So not bad. You fall, land on. Oh. So you jump out of the window. You take four bludgeoning damage from the fall. Roll me either an athletics or an acrobatics check for your footing. You hit the ground and fall down. So you are prone.
Oh my god. My athletics isn't even that bad. I have 15 strength plus 2.
You get the grass was a little slippery. It recently rained.
She bled on the grass, it just.
You think about it for a second, and you watch the vampire run up a wall before, so you're guessing she probably just ran down it.
Yeah, semantics. Well, I guess. And I can't do anything while I'm prone, right?
I mean, you can attack at disadvantage. Creatures have advantage attacking against you, and it takes half of your movement to stand up, but you used all 25 to jump out of the window. So no. Unless you have an attack that can reach her.
I was thinking
I mean-
of doing that and surrounding her in the fire. Like,
You can if you would like to use Wall of Fire.
Burn it to the ground.
yeah, I'd surround her, like, all the blocks around her.
Let me double check.
Should be able to.
Ringed wall. Yeah, 20 feet in diameter.
Diameter. That's only 15.
Let me just do.
You having fun there, Mark?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm having fun in chat.
There's your Wall of Fire.
Oh, I hope she can't fly. That just dawned on me.
Oh, I got this. Don't worry, I got this. I got this.
All right, that's my turn. Hold on, there we go.
Let's see. So you surround her in the fire, so she's not hit by it.
Nope. Not till end of her turn, right?
Well, she has to enter the wall.
So
So
I'm going to use
run
my
into it.
movement to get to the window. Of course, I can't see her.
It
Yeah.
says
I guess I'll jump out the window and try to miss Herndig.
There's a pick when the wall appears, each creature within its area, so where the fire is. You surrounded her
Oh,
in fire, so
okay.
it's created a ring around her.
that makes sense.
So I'm going to
Cool.
jump out the window.
Okay. You jump out the window. Make me an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Oh, plus 9 to athletics. We'll go with that.
You succeed. You don't take fall damage.
Okay. And movement doesn't cost an action, does it? Or does it cost an action?
Movement does not cost an action. No, you just have 30 feet total.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Do you want to burn another spell? She is gravely damaged.
Hunter's Mark cast. It's
Can
on
I?
my spell book.
Just the spell. Oh wait, Hunter's Mark's on your spell.
It's not under my spell book.
Is it not? It shows spell description. Divination 1.
Huh. No, I won't cast it then. I'll just throw I'll throw a javelin at her. I won't cast Hunter's Mark.
Hang on one sec. It should be in your spell list. Oh, it's in your spells. It's right underneath Bane.
Oh, okay. I can't read. We already covered this.
The power of reading.
That's fine.
So I'm just
he
gonna throw a
loves Dragon Ball
javelin
Z.
at her.
I still have a
Alright.
question. Once you have a second.
You have your Sunblade in your hand and your shield in the other. Where's the javelin coming from?
My mind.
It's-
Action economy. You surrounded her in fire.
I get to pick one side that they take damage if they're within that.
Yes, so
Says,
that's
one side selected by you when you cast the spell deals 5/8 to each creature that
That
ends
ends
its
its
turn
turn.
within 10 feet of that
Oh.
side.
of that side of the wall.
So, ends their turn. So next turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still learning all these spells. So I
No, you're
keep on
fine.
reading
So yeah, she just doesn't take the damage on
until her
like when
turn
you summon it.
ends.
Yep.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Can't use any of my smites.
Because you have to hit her.
Yeah.
You might just have to sit back and watch her burn.
Gosh. I feel like that's fine. I'll just end my turn.
Feel like she's
The-
gonna fly away.
Yeah.
The vampire turns toward the two of you and says, she looks down at herself and puts her hand on her stomach, and she pulls it out, and you can see the blood smeared on her hand. If you see the Lord, he'll kill you. As she steps back into the fire and burns to ash.
That's so metal.
Shit.
As she burns, she screams, breaking the silence of the night as it echoes.
So her reducing my max HP, that's permanent, right?
Until you take a long rest.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, Herndig, you stand up.
Yep.
Do you wish for your fire to still be there?
No, I don't want to burn down the house.
Burning down the house.
All right. You have killed a vampire spawn. You are now standing outside of the house after jumping through the second floor window. What do you wish to do now?
I'll turn to Igor and be like, should we go down to that basement room? Or should we... I almost feel like we should go back and get Louis and let him know what's going on, because if she turned Baylor into a vampire, we have an issue.
Yes, and maybe that's why he's been sleeping during the day and hides inside, because he can't be affected by sunlight.
It very well could be.
It might be a trap.
Yeah, I mean, she did say he'll kill us when if he sees us. I don't know if that's a bluff that she turned him or Could very
But
well
she
just be
also
the
said
truth.
she would help us and tried killing us, so she could be lying.
Yeah.
I think it's best to kind of regroup with Louie and maybe get her wits amongst us.
Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, well, I wouldn't be able to see that from here. Yeah, I think we should go.
I agree. We should go back and reconvene with Louie.
We'll have to like trek all the way around the house.
You don't have a grapple hook? We just can't grapple our way back into the house?
I mean, I can crawl on your back if you want to climb up.
Just yeet him up there?
Yeah, you can throw him back into the house.
You never toss a dwarf.
You're the one looking to toss a dwarf.
Are you
Yeah.
strong enough to toss me?
Oh, I'm going to throw him up there.
Make me the athletics check. He throws you through the window. And as you land with a thud onto the second floor, you hear stone movement like before.
Oh boy. Igor, the thing's opening again.
Do you want me to catch you now?
You hear from the other side of the room, Herndig, as a loud, piercing scream echoes through the house. A woman screaming, "Who killed my sister?"
Mm. Wonderful.
Jump, my boy. Jump, I'll catch you.
I jump free falling into Igor's arms.
With arms wide open.
He catches you, kind of just by the torso, as you have your arms like spread out. He catches you and sets you down next to him.
I've had the time of my life.
Beautiful.
I think we should go. Here's someone talking about her sister being dead, and well, she kind of killed herself, anyways. We didn't actually kill her.
Yeah, I mean,
you know.
You could explain that to her if you really want.
I don't think she's
Yeah, I
gonna be able
don't think
to
she's very
reason.
understanding.
Yeah, I just
Alright,
say we
let's-
just book it back to town.
Yeah, as fast as we can.
All right. So you take the long trek and run around the manor the long way, so you don't run near the front of the house. Find yourself back on the trail leading out of the estate grounds. And now we're going to pan back to Louis here after we come back from a short break. So we'll take a quick 5.
Sounds good. Be right back. We're live.
All right. Well, thank you for patiently waiting while we took a quick break, but we're going to jump straight back into it and see what Louis was up to while the two of them were at the Balor estate. So Louis, Akon went into his room to start preparing for the battle. He said he was going to go don his old armor. He shut the door, and you hear movement on the other side in his room. What do you do in the meantime?
In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I shall cast Alarm at the top of the stairs, or kind of the walkway up the stairs, right over here. I'm going to cast Alarm and set it to where the 4 party members, so us 3 and Akan, are the only 4 people who will not trigger the alarm. And I'm going to hide inside of this room, obscured from anyone coming up the stairs. And the alarm is going to be a mental one.
Okay. So you set your alarm at the top of the stairs. You hide in the room, kind of closing the door mostly, but where you can still see out of it. Some time passes, about 20 to 25 minutes, and you hear Akon's door open as he steps through. Make sure he's on token. Yep.
And I shall
He
step
begins
back
walking.
out into the hallway and greet him.
Startled me there, young one.
Apologies, sir. I'm trying to startle anyone who would mean to surprise us. But if I can startle you, I mean, it's all in good fun. Nothing like a good scare to get your heart rate going. Am I right?
Feels like the old days. I figured you'd be down there getting belligerent while I was getting ready.
No, sir. I am ever the prepared one. I may play at the fool, but
Well,
I also play one in real life.
fair enough. Glad to have you watching my back. As you look over the dwarf, you see him equipped in fine full plate armor, donning a shield with a crest on it. The crest. What's that play? Back to his notepad. The crest belonging to Thornhold, the city in which Akon said he hailed from. He has a chainmail hood pulled over, and his beard has now been brushed nicely with iron-bound clasps braided down it. You see a large hammer on his side with the head of the hammer bright silver with runes carved around it. Ready to get these bones moving again.
And with those bones moving, it looks like you could do considerable damage, good dwarf. Consider me
you should have
impressed.
seen me in my heyday.
Your heyday. It looks as if you're in your heyday now. I could only imagine what you would be like if you were more dangerous looking than now.
Flattery is appreciated. Well,
I shall write songs of your feats, good sir, this evening.
let's see if me and he brushes his hand across his hammer. Stormcaller can cause some more devastation.
I look forward to seeing the devastation. And I'll fall in line right behind him.
So, how do you think your friends are doing talking with Lord Baylor?
Hopefully still alive by the end of this. But if not, I shall write a ballad to honor them for all time.
Oh, I doubt the creature will make any move. Then Lord Baylor will probably hide if any ruckus were to occur. So hopefully they can defend him.
Hopefully. But in the meantime, I wonder how much of a ruckus you and I can raise.
Well, believe we wanted to stay quiet and going to the church, no?
It sure would be the tactical thing to do, although I am up for a good bit of fun from now and again.
Well, let's enjoy ourselves.
Aye, we shall.
As
Should we
you-
kick things off with an ale?
That does sound lovely, actually. I'll pour us a couple. If it's going to be a drink, it might be our last.
In that case, would you have any Gutbuster brew by any chance?
I do. He smiles at you. Let us have it be the last. As he walks toward the bar, you hear a hard, loud knock at the door.
It seems as
Well-
if somebody would enjoy interrupting our final drink before we begin.
I doubt they'd be able to make it back from the Balor estate in this time. Wonder who it is.
Must be somebody trying to interrupt.
He watches Akan moves over, not at the door, but goes to the window on the wall to the side, and he peeks out. Ah, it's the guard captain. He goes to the door.
I shall stand by, duck down behind the bar should we encounter any trouble. But I shall be ready to assist.
He doesn't say
And I'll
anything.
crouch down behind the bar.
As he's close to the door, he doesn't say anything but looks back at you and nods. You watch him walk up to the door, and he turns the handle and opens it. Standing on the other side is Azan, the guard captain. And you hear him say, "Ah, Sir Newlove, what is it that you need?" "Oh, I've never seen that, you adorn that armor before, Akan. I hear that the adventurers that came through, the council members from Yorn, were staying with you. Is that true?" "Aye. Though, they're not here right now. They went to go speak to Lord Baylor." Well, isn't that perfect timing? As Azan steps through the door. You know that the creature, the boogeyman, some call him, he lets us all live here quietly as long as we behave. I know that's the setup. The deal that we have with the creature, yes. Well, I think your friends are looking to cause some trouble. As he takes another step into the tavern, you see a couple guards walk through the door as well. And you see, if they cause trouble, it's going to cause trouble for all of us. Now, the deal we've struck is a generous one from the boogeyman. Wouldn't you agree, Akan? No. I think our people are tired of being afraid of this creature. Azan, join us. We will fight against this boogeyman. I believe our people are tired and no longer wish to be afraid. Azan bursts with rage, his face twisted at Akan. Fear is what we want. He reaches up and grabs his hat and takes it off with a twirl. As the hat twirls, it turns from the large frilled hat with a feather coming out to a black top hat. And he twists and puts it back onto his head as he himself transforms. Into a taller man with purple skin, dressed in a black suit, standing much taller than he was before, slender builds with a gnarled smile and pure white eyes. You see, dwarf, fear is what I feed. As the three guards point their spears at Akan. I think you better come with us. Akan holds his arms up. You see him peer around at the room. Yes.
As Akan is holding up his hands, I'm going to sneak out around the bar. Because all of them are facing Akan, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. He is 35 feet from me. Darn it. Because I need to be obscured or hidden for this one. For my magical ambush. And infestation, the reaches 30 feet. So does the bar kind of dip under a little bit? Does the bar top?
No.
Okay, so it's just solid wood. Like I can't go underneath of it at all.
No, it's solid in its drawers.
Okay. As I'm trying to think of how I could position by sneaking around, kind of obscuring myself to cause infestation. To cast it. Let me see.
Well, it is dark in the room.
Okay.
All the candles are blown out, so the only illumination is coming from outside as the moon
Okay.
creates some light.
So would I be able to say come out from behind the bar, like sneak out kind of right over about here and stay kind of hidden from him?
Roll me a stealth check against their
Alright.
passive perception.
I'd say I'm pretty stealthy.
Just a little bit.
You quietly move around the bar, crouched down. As you get it out of the open, you kind of walk a little faster.
And I will
And go
immediately,
around.
and as I come up, I will cast infestation on the leader of the group. and
Go ahead.
utilizing magical ambush so that he has disadvantage on the save throw, and because homeboy is 5 feet from him, giving me sneak attack.
1 sec.
He has a DC 14 at disadvantage on Constitution.
Oh, sneak attack doesn't apply to spells.
Oh, it doesn't?
It's a weapon
Okay.
attack.
Okay. So he gets hit with that, the 10,
Yeah.
not the 26.
Do
Darn.
his save at disadvantage. He fails. And
Oh, it doesn't say it's a melee attack. It just says an attack. Oh, finesse
Yes.
or a ranged weapon. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. First
So
time
he
playing a
fails. He
Rouge.
takes the
Sweet.
10 poison damage. And as he does that, he quickly turns, and you see his form kind of blacken, almost like a shadow, and then it falls, and he disappears. And as
Well,
he does
that's
that, you
fun.
see Akon's hands drop down, and his hand goes to his hip, and he pulls his hammer out. And you hear him speak under his breath. Crash. As you see the runes across his hammer glow a bright blue, and sparks start surrounding it. And we will initiate combat. Let me move him out of the way so it doesn't grab him. Lulu, your turn.
All right. Switching screens over to the combat one. All right. And with this, let's see. I have 40 feet of movement. So I'm going to dive in and attack the northernmost enemy with just a normal short sword attack.
Go ahead.
But on this one, I would get sneak attack, right?
Yes, you would, because Akon's right there.
Okay.
Wow.
You swing your short sword, and the guard catches it on his shield.
And with that, I'll move back out of the way 10 feet.
All right.
Move over here. That way they can see. Unless you want to give me visibility on Akon.
Yeah, let me give him sight real quick.
Okay.
Night vision, 60 feet, because he's a dwarf. And let me give you access to him. No, gotta do it this way. Edit. And you can also take a look at what he does. There.
Sweet.
Now you can move where you want.
Sweet. And I'm back around the corner. And that shall end my turn.
All right. The guard holds his spear at Akon. He stabs at him one-handed. And Akon holds his shield to catch it, and it scrapes off of it, and you see it break off and just kind of cut the bottom of his arm under the shield. Little out of practice. He
Apparently, you are not the only one, good dwarf.
swings back with his hammer and strikes with it. And if it wants to load Akan's character sheet. Quick refresh. And there we go. Akan swings his hammer at the guard directly in front of him. As he smashes his hammer into the guard's shield, it shatters the shield, and the guard is flown back against the wall. Now you can see a hole in the center of him blown out.
A guard-shaped hole just appears in the wall.
No, a hole in the guard. Just a circular hole in his torso.
Brutality.
And he turns to the one next to him and swings top down with it for his second attack. The guard moves back as the hammer just crashes into the floor, breaking one of the floorboards. Ah! He looks up at him. You hurt my beautiful baby. He's talking about the tavern.
Figured. That guard is dead.
Well, the next one is. Let me actually.
Or the next one is, yeah.
There we go. Definitely dead. The other stabs with his spear. Akan just bats it away with his shield. Louis, you watched the carnage that befell the first one. There's two more surrounding Akan.
And I shall sprint up beside the dwarf, stating, well, I guess I can get a little crazy now. And I'll go ahead and stab out again with my short sword on the, let's see, I shall strike out at the one just south of me.
All right. It hits. You jump up with your short sword from the ground and plunge it straight up. The guard begins to hold up his shield, but your sword is faster, and you stab it through his throat and then fall back to the ground. The guard lets go of his spear, grabs at his neck, and falls back and slides down the wall.
And I'll take my blade, and as I slide it out of his throat, I'll wipe it on Akan's armor and say, your turn, good dwarf.
I just polished that.
Ah, I believe that all armor, the blood makes it shine just that much more. Or so I shall tell the listeners.
I think I can agree with that. And as some might say, let us make more blood for the blood god. As he swings Stormcaller one more time. As his hammer crashes into the rib cage of the last guard, you hear just a crunch of bone as he just falls with the hit like a rag doll. Khan takes a step back from the bodies surrounding the doorway. Well, we wanted mayhem, I guess.
And mayhem we shall receive. I like you, good dwarf.
I grow more fond of you, halfling. And as he says this, you jump back as you notice the bodies of the guards begin to stand up again. All three of them.
Seems as though we are not done yet, good dwarf.
I'm almost glad we're not. I was beginning to have some fun. And you see the blood running down all of their bodies begins to move up back into the body. And then the bodies fall down to the ground. But the blood stays up. Move you over there. And let's enter them into combat.
Well, it seems as if we're in for a bloody good time, good dwarf.
Good one. And the last one. And let me just reorder that.
As you hear him start singing, my blade shall kill a blood demon, a blood demon, a blood demon. My blade shall kill a blood demon right here on the floor.
And I think I've gotten a little out of order. But we start with, I believe, that blood beast. Yeah. Grab their sheets and see what they can do. There we go. The one directly in front of you, Louis, you see it move its hands out as all of its fingers, which resembled that of the humans they possessed before, grow much larger, about 6 more inches in length, and sharp at the tips. And it starts swinging its claws at you 4 times.
And I shall use my uncanny dodge to have any damage that comes in.
One of them, the second, did hit. So 9 round down. So you take 4 slashing damage and make me a Constitution save.
And then let me check my lucky just in case. Can that one be used on saving throw? Sweet.
Yes.
All right. So this is Constitution, right?
Yep.
All right.
12.
And I shall use a lucky die.
Okay.
Let me grab another D20. That's fun.
So you still fail. So
But would that... Oh, never mind. My Constitution
you
modifier
used
is
the
only
new-
+1 anyway.
Yeah.
But
So its claw slashes you. You see it, the 4 claw marks across your forearm. And as its hand slides across your arm and pulls away from it. The blood that it would have caused to spill out gets absorbed into the beast, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 4.
Okay.
And that ends its turn, which should now go to Louis. There we go.
I will take. I've already reduced my maximum. All right. And I shall stab out with my blade. How dare you?
So why are we keeping that X? Oh. Go ahead. And that hits.
And sorry. Let me also use for this one green flame blade as well. I'm gonna use my cantrip.
So instead of a short sword attack, you use green flame blade.
Wait, for this one.
You
Oh,
say,
okay.
you
Then I'm not
say
going to
green
use it on
flame
this
blade.
one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to
say
use
it
my
beforehand.
regular. Okay. Yeah. Going forward, I will. Never played a rouge before, so.
No, you're fine. It's a fun wizard spell. You swing your normal short sword at the blood beast, and you swing it through the creature, but it has no effect. It just slides through.
I shall move away using the mobile feat.
All right.
Move out of the way of the beast. And I will end my turn there.
You come to the conclusion it must be immune to the damage.
And I will yell that out to Akan that my blade attacks seem to have done no damage to it.
Ah, did not know you were using a simple weapon. I would have equipped you better. As he shakes Stormcaller, and you see the lightning surround his hammer once again.
After
He
this
swings-
fight, we will definitely speak, dwarf.
He swings his hammer. It hits the blood beast, and you see it hit, and the hit ripple through it, and the lightning discharge onto it. And then he swings again, dealing 28 damage. He takes a step back and assesses the 3 creatures in front of him. He finds it's a good use for it. Akan action surges, and then uses his Thunder Crash as he slams his hammer into the ground. As thunder erupts out from him, and all 4 of the Blood Beast must make a con save.
4?
Or 3,
Or-
sorry.
Oh, there's a secret one we don't
They
know
have a
about.
+4.
He's hiding.
I was looking at their con modifier. 1, 2, 3. All 3 save. They take 10 thunder damage and are not pushed back by it. Khan looks back at Louis. I may need some help. The blood beast walks up to him, attacks 4 times. 2 of them connecting. 4, 9. He roll his con saves. And there we go. And he saves against both.
Nice.
So he takes half damage. Who takes 4 total. And his hit point maximum is reduced by that. The next blood beast continues attacking.
Did one of them hit? Did he fail one of the? Because looking at it just really quickly, it does look like it doesn't actually reduce his hit points if he saves. Because it says or take it and
Oh, it
have
doesn't.
it's yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Don't want to do my boy dirty.
This is not reduced.
Sweet.
Yours was because you failed. That's right.
Yeah.
I remembered
I'm
you
a
took half
failure.
damage, but that was from your dodge.
Yeah.
And the other blood beast, you see it move toward the other one, and it kind of just moves like into it, kind of melding into one, and then coming out the other side. And it makes its 4 claw attacks. 2 of them connecting. And he succeeds the first, but fails the second. He takes 3, 7 damage, and his hit point maximum is reduced by 4. There we go. And the last one that was attacking Louis attacks Akan further. They attack so many times. But he blocks all of them. He pushes the 3 creatures back. And Louis, how do you help?
I shall step forward and utilize my green flame blade and see if this helps at all. I will. So I'll just roll the 2d8, and I'm gonna hit. Obviously, the first 2 that I can see. So let's hit. Let's do the weapon attack.
Okay. So it does hit.
Do you want me to roll it for each or just one 2d8?
We'll have you roll it for each. After
Okay.
that one, we'll have you roll it.
Yeah, appreciate that. So the second one will take the first one takes the 2, the second one takes the 8.
All right, and you deal some damage to the blood beast.
Then I shall step back. Apologies, dwarf, as it seems as though my blade is quite ineffective.
We'll equip you adequately.
I would certainly
Unless
appreciate it.
you can make it up to my room. There's a blade that might fancy you in the dresser by the door.
Appreciate the heads up. And I shall, let me see, that was 20. So it should be my movement, but I'm going to go ahead and use cunning action and dash. Or wait,
Alright.
no, I apologize. I have 10 more feet. So 10, because I forgot 40 feet. So 40 to get there, 30 to the bottom of the stairs, 10 back up. And that shall end my turn.
Okay. Akan swings his hammer at the same one in the middle that he's been attacking. It moves out of the way, but gets hit by the second swing, taking the 8 damage. And I'm just going to roll all of theirs right now. So we will go through the 3 blood beasts.
All 12 swings.
All 12 swings. Speed it up a bit. The third one hits. Just do. He fails, taking the 9 slashing damage, and 9 coming out of his hit point maximum. Wow, these things are rolling high. And he's rolling low. 4. So
Kinda
that's
like my
it for one of them.
athletics.
Yeah. He has a +7 to his,
Wow.
but still rolling low. So that one of those hit. Yeah, he's rolling low. He might need some help. And the last one's 4 attacks. Lacan? There we go. 4, and his hit points aren't reduced, and he knocks the last one. Okay. And now we just skipped through all 3 of theirs because they attacked so many times. Back to Louis.
And Louis is going to take the 15 feet to the top of the stairs and then continue
move
up
you.
to the second floor. Let's see, that puts me at 15. There's the edge of my movement. So I shall cunning action dash to the end of the hall, putting me 10 feet away from a Khan's room. And I shall end my turn there.
Could use action dash.
Oh, true. I'll move into
Just-
the room
yeah.
to at least put me in the room.
There you go.
Of course, I can't search anything yet, but... And I'm assuming it's in the footlocker at the end of his bed, so that's the first place that I'll check once it comes back to my turn.
You do remember he said the closet near the door.
Ah. And I shall
Do
move my
recall.
character to the closet by the door.
6 seconds. Perfect. On continues to fight off the blood beast. You hear a thunder from down under in the floor below. And the blood beast. I'll say Jesus. And they take 7 damage each. You not being there, you can't see how they're all doing.
All here is growl of frustration.
Yeah. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So 1 hit. 2 hit. So he rolls 2 con saves for the first. And for the second, he succeeded in the lesser one. Took 2 damage from that. His hit points weren't reduced. And the second hit, which was 14. And we go back to Louis. You are up in Akan's room. You are standing in front of the dresser by the door.
You said the closet by the door, right? So
Yeah, the closet's there.
I'm just going to open the closet and look for a weapon, whatever martial weapon looks like my character would be able to utilize.
Yes. You quickly just open the closet doors, fling them open, and glance over. You find laying on one of the shelves near the bottom is a belt with a dagger on the side of it. You pull the dagger out, and you see it's a tooth.
Do I see anything else in that that closet?
You see in there are hung some clothes, another set of chainmail, boots. That you see a long sword leaned against the wall, in a full sheath with its hilt coming out, and although it looks very large, bigger than a normal long sword, but not as large as a great sword.
Okay.
So
I'll take a mental
you
note of that
have-
one for later.
Yeah, that would be something for a strength-based person to use.
But I shall grab the dagger and use my free action to equip it and then haul butt back out of the room.
All right.
Going my 40 feet. And then I shall cunning action dash back to the top of the stairs and end my turn there.
Okay. So we go back to Khan, who's holding off the blood beast.
And then
He
can you
swings
drop that
again.
into my character sheet when you get a chance?
Yes.
Okay. Gracias.
As both of his attacks hit, you hear more fighting down on the first floor. You hear a victory yell come out from Akan. That's one! As he smashes the blood beast, as it splatters in a large pool of blood covering the entryway. The two remaining blood beasts fight at Akan. 2, 3, 4. Only the last attack landing on him, and he succeeds against it, only taking just 4 slashing. He's a good tank.
That he
And
is.
let me give you your dagger. Oh, it was actually already built for it. Perfect.
Ooh.
Except that's going to go with Dex. And so is this. There we go. You have equipped your black dragon tooth dagger. And it goes to Louis.
I shall run down the stairs. Let's see. Yep. And continue. Let's see. How many feet of movement does it take me to get to the bottom of the stairs?
25.
Okay. I shall run the remaining 15 to right there. And I'm going to cunning action dash. And with my action, I'm going to swing into... Well, I'll lead with the cunning action dash to get to the bottom of the stairs. I'll swing my new dragon tooth dagger.
Yeah, you need to get rid of the second half of that. But
And so I think it's like 15 feet of movement for my regular movement to get over here to swing at him.
yes. So you swing the dagger, it hits, and you deal 33 points of damage. You slash through the blood beast, and you see as your dagger moves through, this green acid spills from the dagger into the blood beast, and you can see it kind of course through its body. You deal a ton of damage to it.
doing the extra 1d6. So 3 acid damage on top.
Oh, it already rolled it.
Oh, gotcha. It did?
Yes, it rolls it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, I got the same thing. Look at that. It really did 3. And I shall move
Really
back.
strong.
I'll move back behind the dwarf. Dwarf, you weren't lying about this blade. It's a very,
best-
very beautiful blade.
Out of a black dragon that was in the halls before.
With the size of the tooth, I'd hate to see the size of the dragon.
It was a more difficult battle than this.
As he swings his hammer at the one that you stabbed at. Twice, both hitting. 24. As he slams once and then comes around and slams a second, you see the second hit hits the blood beast and its body starts reverberating from the pulse from the slam and the lightning coursing through it, and the blood beast just falls down into a puddle of blood. And the last remaining blood beast attacks Edacon. One of its claw attacks hitting the dwarf, dealing 7 slashing damage and taking some more from his hit point maximum. Which is before I forget. There we go. And Louis. You see only one blood beast standing in front of Akon now.
I have no idea what that roll was for.
What roll?
All right. I don't know. A die just rolled on my screen. All right. I shall run forward, moving to the other side of the dwarf. Swing out. And I shall use Booming Blade, actually, on this one. Just in case
Okay.
he feels like moving.
Oh.
So he doesn't... Sorry.
You.
Ask it.
No, you're good. You are all good just from that hit. Oh, alone. We'll just say you stabbed with your blade as you cast booming blade, and your sneak attack damage alone. You stabbed the dagger into him, and he's so afraid of it, he actually takes a step back to move away from you. As your booming blade triggers just from that, and he explodes, covering you and Akon in blood.
Khan, it appears as though both of us shall be extra shiny after this.
He takes one of his... he puts his hammer down on his belt, and he wipes the blood off of his face.
I've missed this.
Just stone-faced.
Shall we see how your friends are faring?
I believe that it's probably prudent that we do.
Good. You see him kind of begrudgingly take a step with a little ache.
And hopefully we can take a small rest when we find them.
Maybe we should. Let me see. I'm going to see if I have any potions. I don't believe that I do. I do not. Oh,
It's fine. I think the Lord Baylor said he would have a few to spare for us.
And the two of you leave the Hyena's Laugh Tavern and walk out into the town. And that is where we will end part 3 of Be Afraid of the Dark. So definitely stay tuned for part 4, where the party will regroup and reassess and make a new plan on where to go forward. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, 3, for playing another wonderful session.
Always
Everyone
happy
have a
to
good night.
have a good one. Thank you.